الحمد لله الذي وسع كل شيء رحمة كرما فضلا فرج الهم وكشف الهم والصلاة والسلام على المبعوث رحمة للعالمين قدوة الصابرين المحتسبين وإمام المنيبين المخلصين وعلى آله وصحبه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. Alhamdulillah, we praise Allah Ta'ala, and Allah, we seek His assistance and forgiveness and guidance. We seek refuge in Allah Ta'ala from the evil in ourselves and our entities. And so Allah Ta'ala guide anyone who is misleading, and so Allah Ta'ala lead that is guide from their weakness, and I testify openly that no God worthy of worship but Allah Ta'ala, He is alone without part. I also bear witness that Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is the servant and messenger of Allah. Peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, upon his family and his Sahaba. I ask Allah Ta'ala, the Almighty, to have mercy on everyone who follow Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and his Sahaba with sincerity to the day of judgment. Inshallah, as we all know that Ramadan is a very, very important season for each and every one of us, or for all of the Ummah of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, which means that it is an opportunity that we cannot afford to lose. None of us can afford to lose this opportunity. Because Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam made it clear, whoever is deprived from its good, the good of this month of Ramadan, he or she truly deprived of something great. So none of us can afford to lose this opportunity. And Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam made it clear that in Ramadan, gates of Jannah are going to be open. No one door will be closed. No one door of Jannah will be closed during Ramadan. And gates of hellfire are going to be closed. No one door will be open. Meaning that we have great opportunity to save ourselves during this month of Ramadan. It is like when the government gave us 30 days or 29 days to apply for grant money. Whoever applied for that grant money, you will get $200,000, $300,000 to rebuild your credit or to wipe out your debt, your credit, whatever problem that you have, you can use that grant money to clean everything, clean up everything. But you was lazy to apply. You was neglectful to apply. You was too busy with other things to apply until the 30 days or the 29 days have passed. Now you are complaining that you still have some debt to pay. So Ramadan is like that. Allah is giving us opportunity to clean up our souls and have a fresh or new relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And there are so many hadiths talking about that. One of the hadith, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned that as-salawat comes, that 5 daily prayer from Fajr to Dhuhr to Asr, from Asr to Maghrib to Isha, 5 daily prayer. Jum'ah ila Jum'ah, Jum'ah Salah to Jum'ah Salah. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned Ramadan ila Ramadan, Ramadan to Ramadan, kafaratun lima bainahunna. Expiation of our sins. Between these two things, between these 5 daily prayer, between these two Jum'ah Salah, between Ramadan to Ramadan, expiation of our sins. So, so we have the opportunity, and if we don't take advantage of it, we cannot complain after Ramadan. There is another hadith that Prophet Muhammad is telling us that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has nafahat. Nafahat meaning certain opportunities for us. Certain opportunities. Inna li rabbikum fi ayyami dahrikum nafahat. Allah has certain opportunities in your lifetime for you. Allah has for you certain opportunity in your lifetime. Then he said, فَتَعَرَّضُوا لِنَفَحَاتِ لِهَذِهِ النَّفَحَاتِ. Take advantage of those opportunities, because one opportunity may save you forever. If you take advantage of Allah's opportunity that He has given you, one opportunity may save you forever. لعل أحدكم أن يصيب من نفحته فلا يشقى بعده أبدا. That you may catch up one opportunity and you never suffer after that. You never be among the losers after that. So this is a great opportunity for the Ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Jibreel alayhi salam, he came to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam while he was about to, get on the minbar. And he made dua, Ragima ankum unruhi. He made dua against someone who lived to see Ramadan, but he or she did not use that opportunity to receive or to qualify or to earn the forgiveness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then Jibreel said to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, say Ameen. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said Ameen. Another one, Rajima Ankum Rudi, made dua against someone. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam name is mentioned. Dukirta indahu falam yusalli alayhi. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam name is mentioned in front of you, you did not say sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Another dua you really need against someone who lived to see his two parents, or at least one of them, and you did not take advantage of that opportunity to save yourself before Allah the day of judgment by treating your parent. So this is a great opportunity for all of us to take advantage of. So now we have to get ourselves ready. We have to get ourselves ready and monitor our behavior, our character, our attitude, the way we treat one another, the way we treat Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala during the month of Ramadan, so that we can be able to get the full blessings of the month. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless us with the full blessings of the month. That's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless us with the full blessings of the month. Because Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned that when Ramadan comes, there is a caller that we call Munadi Munadi. Ya Bari al Khayri Abdul. Oh, you the one who intend to do good. Come on, you are welcome. You intend to do good, you are welcome. This is the best time, the best season for you to do. Ya Bari al Shari. Oh, you the one who intend to do bad. If you intend to do bad, refrain. Hold on until Ramadan is past. So we want to try to get ourselves ready. But in order for us to have a full blessings of the month, complete blessings of the month, we have to make sure that we have at least 5 things. At least, more than that, but at least 5 things we must have. We must have these 5 things. Number one, we have to have with us what we call an ikhlas. An ikhlas is sincerity. Sincerity that what you have outside is what you have inside. What you have outside is what you have inside. This is part of the sincerity. If you say you are fasting, make sure that you are fasting for no one else but for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are fasting for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ikhlas, sincerity. Because we are commanded to worship Allah with only sincerity. Fa'budillah mukhlisan lahu. Worship Allah mukhlisan, with ikhlas, sincerity. That's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us ikhlas. So we have to make sure that we have that ikhlas. We cannot fast, as a show. Some of us fast as a show. We cannot fast as a culture. Some Muslims can fast because it becomes like a culture. You have to talk to yourself, have the need between you and Allah, and this is something that Allah prescribed upon you, and you are going to fast only for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You cannot fast because it's a routine thing that comes every year, and you fast with everybody, and you don't even think about it. It becomes like culture. You cannot do that. We have to fast as something that is obligatory. Allah prescribed upon you. We cannot fast with the intention that I weigh too much. I'm trying to cut off some pound, get rid of some pound. We cannot do that. The ikhlas is very, very important. The way you abstain from food, drink, sexual desire, you also should abstain from other haram things, like looking at haram things, talking in haram ways, doing haram business during the month of Ramadan. acting upon haram, we have to stay away from all these. And have ikhlas, complete ikhlas. That's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless us with ikhlas. That is number one. Number two, we have to have what we call in Arabic al-inaba. Inaba means that we return. This is the time for us to return to Allah. Bring ourselves back to Allah. Inaba. Return to Allah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loved that when His servant returned back to Him with tawbah, with ibadat, actions of worship, with good deeds. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves that. That's how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us inab. In the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions وَأَنِيبُوا إِلَىٰ رَبِّكُمْ وَأَسْلِمُوا لَهُ. Come back to your Lord, return to your Lord, and submit completely to Him in public before and yet before the punishment comes. وَأَنْتُمْ لَا تَشْعُرُونَ وَلَا يُبْصِرُونَ. So Ramadan is the best time for us to return to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Return to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with good deeds. We have to talk to ourselves. So this is the time for me to walk away from spending too much time in front of the television. This is the time for me to walk away from the music. This is the time for me to walk away from spending too much time with my homies, talking about basketball, football, and all that. The sisters, you talk to yourself, say, this is the time for me to walk away from the telephone. Those sisters, they be on the telephone for 2 hours. 2 hours. We envy, right? We envy you, sisters. We cannot even stay away from. We cannot stay in the phone for 2 hours because we're too proud. So this is the time that we have to talk to ourselves. It's time for me to walk away from this. It's time for me to walk away from this. It's time for me to walk away from smoking my cigarette. It's time for me to walk away from spending too much time on social media. This is part of returning to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We call it inab. So we have ikhlas. When you purify your heart, you are going to do your best in the month of Ramadan for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you make sure that you cut your relationship with dunya things, come, return to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and also you have patience. You have to have patience. Number 3, patience, sabr. Because we have to have patience to keep ourselves in worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have to have patience to keep ourselves in ibadat. We have to have patience to keep ourselves far away from disobeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, from committing sins. The ulama mentioned that sabr comes in 3 ways. You be patient in your ibadah, you be patient, walk away from forbidden things, you be patient with the difficult decision of Allah upon you. And Allah make a decision that is not, pleasure to you, decisions that is not, easy for you, you be patient. So we have to have patience in our ibadah. We have to have patience to walk away from disobeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala during month of Ramadan. And sisters, you have to have patience during month of Ramadan to keep your household environment, to keep your household with the environment of Ramadan. You have to have patience with that, sisters, because sisters sometimes in Ramadan they do even more inside the house. And make sure that you have iftar, and make sure that you have suhoor, right? They have to have patience. Keep those things in the month of Ramadan. So we have to have ikhlas, we have to have inaba, and we have to have sabr. That's all subhanahu wa ta'ala can give us sabr. And also we have to have what we call himma. Himma in Arabic, we have to have a higher degree, higher level of ambition. We can have low ambitions, meaning that we have to become strong. Huh? We have to become strong in Ramadan. During the days and the night of Ramadan, we have to be strong. Do not let your Ramadan be only for fasting. Some of us, this is what we do. Our Ramadan is only for fasting. We fast and we break our fast, and we call that Ramadan. Do not let your Ramadan be only for fasting and praying Taraweeh. Some of us do that. We fast, we pray Taraweeh, and that's it. But you don't have high level of ambition. You don't. So we have to make sure that every ibadah that we have the ability to do it in Ramadan, we're going to do it, inshallah. So we're going to fast, we're going to pray the Taraweeh. Don't say Taraweeh is obligatory, and every night you walk away. Don't do that. So you have only 30 days or 29 days. So we're going to fast, we're going to pray Taraweeh, we're going to read Quran. Because Ramadan is Shahrul Quran, the month of Quran. We're going to read Quran during the month of Ramadan. And we're going to give charity. Prophet Muhammad used to do all that during the month of Ramadan. The hadith was very clear. He was the most generous person, but he was even more generous during the month of Ramadan. He was even more generous during the month of Ramadan. So we have to make sure that our ambitions in Ramadan is up here, not down here. And we party, we come to the Masjid, we act like, Ramadan is a night of party. We come around the Masjid, we hang out, we talk, we laugh, and we don't do nothing that we're supposed to do if we have that. So we're going to fast, we're going to pray Taraweeh, we're going to read Quran, we're going to give charity, we're going to be kind, and we're going to be forgiving. We're going to forgive one another. Those 5 things, many things I mentioned, 4. And we have to have what we call tawadu and silatul rahim. We have to humble ourselves during the month of Ramadan. We used to be tough. This is the month of, bringing yourself down. Humble yourself. Submit yourself to your Creator with good akhlaq. And make sure that you connect with your family. You connect with your family. Those are things that we have to have in order for us to have full blessings of the Lord. As I mentioned to you after Asr, that we don't want to keep talking, but we're going to discuss, we're going to make this as discussion among us. There are certain things that if we want to talk, we may miss certain things that is very important. Some of you, So we're going to try to talk about it. It's like, things that is concerning each and every one of us. In Ramadan, we're supposed to stay away from our wives. No sexual intercourse in Ramadan. So, when it happened, so what is the consequences? What are you supposed to do to fix it? We have to talk about that. Some of us have a strong sexual desire. We cause our money to come out. I say you cause that. You cause that. What you call it? Huh? You cause your sperm to come out. You did not have sex or the cause, but you caused that. What is the rules? What are you supposed to do? Or you're sleeping and you dream that you are with your wife and it happened. What are you supposed to do? We're going to discuss about those kind of things. When you're sick, when you're pregnant, when you have a new baby, a movement, breastfeeding, what you're supposed to do. So we're going to discuss about those things. And I'm going to open the floor so that probably you ask questions. And we talk about it. You agree? Yes. I think that will be better for us to talk about certain things that we need to get to talk about. Those things are very important. After Fajr, Sunday morning or Saturday morning, you're on the bed with your wife, boom, things happen. Say, Mom, things happen, and you're in Ramadan.
So no ibadah before ibadah.
Huh? So let us talk about that. First of all, we have to understand that in order for you, Ramadan, for your fasting to be break your fast, in order for you to break your fast, you have to have 4 conditions. When you are fasting, in order for you to fast, in order for you to break your fast, during the day of Ramadan, that are 4 days. Number 1, you have to know that I'm not supposed to do this, because if I do it, I'm going to break my fast. You have to have knowledge of it. And if you don't have knowledge of it and you did it, then your Ramadan is still there. That's the first condition. Okay? And you have to remember that you are fasting. You have to remember that you are fasting, meaning that you are fasting after the Dhuhr. You totally forgot that you are fasting, and your friend handed you some juice, and you open and drink. After you finish drinking, oh, I forgot I'm fasting. You still fasting. So the second condition, right? The third condition, you have to do what's going to make you break your fast willingly. Meaning that if someone forces you, let's say that you're in jail, and they force you to drink or they force you to eat, that was not your choice. You're still in Ramadan. You didn't break your fast. They force you. If everybody can understand that, how many conditions? 3. The fourth one, you have to do it intentionally. Meaning that you cause
yourself to vomit. You cause yourself to vomit, throw up. When you did it intentionally, you break your fast. But if you did not do it intentionally, you still have fast. But when you throw out without causing that, you still have fast. How many conditions? Four conditions. So we discussing, anything in your mind, you bring it so we can talk about it. Inshallah, Sheikh Naeem probably after lunch, or we can share in this conversation. All right. So whatever in your mind, bring it so we can discuss about it.
Sheikh, I think they got a little misunderstanding.
Yes.
When you said sex. You can have sex no Ramadan, but not doing fasting hours.
I'm not talking about night. I'm talking about day.
Okay.
Daytime. I like things. It's permissible for you to have intercourse with your wife. It's permissible for you to eat and drink. Okay? Until what they call it. يتبين لكم الخيط الأبيض من الخيط الأسود من الفجر until the white thread is distinct from you to you from the black. Yes.
Imam, I want to thank you for sitting down with us today. And I hope that, inshallah, we can do some sessions like this outside of Ramadan, because there are so many things that many of us are plagued by culture, plagued by habit, and just plagued by lack of studying ourselves. I'd like to, a question that I'm sure that many of us have in our minds. I'd like to ask this question at this time to gain some of what the fuqaha have to say about this issue of making the niyyah the night before the fast. And that the understanding that's in black and white is that if you didn't have that particular niyyah the night before, then you have no fast of the next day.
Yeah, very important question. Very important concept. You see, we have certain fasting, certain songs that you have to have the niyyah before the day of fasting. If you didn't have that, you don't have fasting. Okay? Those are obligatory fasting. Let's say you miss a couple of days in Ramadan, you have to make up after Ramadan. You have to have the niyyah before. Okay? Let's say that you are fasting because you promise Allah to fast. If you need nothing, promise Allah, you have to have the niyyah. Those are obligatory fasting. You have to have the niyyah before the day of fasting. In Ramadan, when the moon is sighted, we have to make an intention to fast the next day, or we could make the intention to fast the whole month. That niyyah will cover the whole month. And Prophet Muhammad mentions, "Man lam yubayyit niyyah fala siyama." If you did not have a niyyah the night before the day of fasting, then you have no fasting. We have to make sure that we have the niyyah, because this is obligatory fasting. But voluntary fasting, you can wake up 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, and did not eat or drink anything, and just decide to fast. Those are Thursday, Monday, 3 days, what we call the white days in the month, or day of Arafah, day of Ashura. Those kind of fasting, we can just wake up and decide to fast. Or in the middle of the day, we did not eat, or can decide to fast. But other than that, the obligatory fasting, you have to have purification. Also, you have to make sure that you don't fast day of doubt. Day of doubt. And if you fast, you may get reward, but you have to make up that day. Day of doubt, meaning that tonight is the 29th of Sha'ban. All right, you're somewhere by yourself, no Muslims around. You did not have any information, and you have doubt whether tomorrow is Ramadan or not, and you fast. You fast, and then later on, after you break your fast, you heard that that day was the first day of Ramadan. What you supposed to do? You're supposed to make up that day. Some people don't understand that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
You have to make up that day because you was fasting upon doubt. You know, Siyam Yom Shak. You know, when you fast in the doubt day, it's not purposeful. So if you fast, make sure that you're going to make up that day. You are missing one day. Yes.
Sickness, type of levels of sickness.
Sickness.
Past, like,
I say Ramadan is obligatory upon with four conditions. Ramadan is obligatory upon every Muslim man and woman with four conditions. Number one, you have to be Muslim. Number one, you have to be in a state of good mind. All right, Apple. Number three, you have to be baligh. You have to reach age of puberty. Number four, you have to have the istita'a, ability to fast. Some books or some scholars added you have to be muqim, meaning a person who is not traveling. If you're traveling, then you don't have to fast. So those are the conditions. So you have to have qudra, istita'a, you have to be able to fast. So if you are sick, the sickness comes in different levels. Sometimes you are sick, but there is hope to recover. There is hope to recover. You can break your fast, but after Ramadan, when you recover, you have to make up those days. Or you have to make up the entire month. Some people don't understand that. You have to make up the entire month. You miss the entire month. After Ramadan, you have 11 months. Meaning that you were sick, but that sickness, you have hope to recover from it. But if you are sick and there is no hope to recover, then it's permissible for you to feed. Feed 4% every single day. Okay? Now, some people, they are sick and they just figure out in here that they're supposed to feed. No. It don't work like that. You understand what I'm saying? If you are sick,
If you've got a mental problem,
no, you are sick, and you thought that you can just feed. You thought that you can just feed because you are sick. Probably your sickness is going to take some time to recover. And you just figured out that you have to feed. Don't work like that.
oh, I see.
You understand what I'm saying? Let's say that your sickness, let's say that you have operation. It's going to take you 2 months to recover. And you just figured out on your own that you have to feed. Don't work like that. I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Still have to make.
You have to make up those days after you recover. When you gain your health and you know that you can fast, pick up those days. Yes.
Somebody like me, guys, I was thinking about I should. So.
Yeah, that's what we say. If you're sick and no hope for recovery, you're going to be recovered from that heat. Sure. Usually when the doctor say that you are in medication, when you are in medication, certain level, that means that you have to be taking those medications. You cannot fast, then you can feed. No hope for recovery, then you have to be taken medicine. All the time that you can. Yes. Okay, the YouTube is gonna be part two. It's gonna sign off. Another question?